We have three athletes that will sign national letter of intents today. Um, we'll start alphabetically if I can keep that straight. They're all pretty early in the alphabet, so it's pretty tight. But I think Fayette Adelaja is a 6 foot 1 inch middle hitter who I think could swing to the outside if necessary. She's from Parkview Baptist High School in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, played for Louisiana Juniors Volleyball Club, and very, very gifted athlete, and also a top student. I mean, when I say top, I mean the top student in her particular school. And great kid, great work ethic. We think she's the sleeper in the class. She was the only one of the three signees today that were not in the top 35 in the country. But athletically, she's gifted. She's got really long arms and really big hands. She's not quite as tall as Kiki Jones, but I think people will find some similarities, and I think that will excite our fans to know that we have somebody coming that is in a similar fashion as Kiara Jones, because Kiki has certainly lit it up this season. But Faye is bright. She has charisma. She's funny. She has great shots. She is a player that is going to show tremendous growth when she gets here. And that's what excites us about her. Her team has done very well in the state tournament in Louisiana. Her club teams have done very well on the national level. She's used to playing at a very high level. She knows it's going to be different when she gets here. But what I like about her, I think, is her ability to see, her vision, and her desire to become great at volleyball. And so we're really excited about having Fayette come in here next year. And you know, we don't know, there's possibility, as always, that some players could be redshirted. In all, we have a class of 6 people coming in. 3 of them are not signing today because they're either walk-on or partial walk-ons, and so we can't even really speak about them yet. Their day will come. But for now, we'll talk about the 3 that will have signed letter of intents today. Second one is Annie Drews. Annie just finished her senior year at Penn High School with a state championship. She's a 6 foot 4 inch left-hander, the first lefty we've had since Mel Yukovich. And Mel was in our first class that we had when we came to Purdue, and was a real factor until she injured her ACL early in her freshman season. But having a lefty on your squad is a real luxury, and people just have a difficult time, one, getting used to the left-hander, and 2, when you put them on the right side, which is where Annie will most likely play, it's so easy to get them the ball when you're out of system, because they're not seeing the ball come over their shoulder, which is what we have now with Catherine Rabarczyk. When we're out of system, it's difficult for her to take a real good rip at the ball. If you're left-handed, it makes a big difference. It's easier. And Annie Drews is, in my opinion, although I think she was ranked as the 25th or 26th best player in the country, I think she's borderline top 10 potential-wise. She has got the entire package. She's shown just a great dedication to the game. She plays with terrific enthusiasm, and as I watched the state finals on TV, because I couldn't get there because we were playing Saturday night, she's got a great arm. We knew she had a great arm. She put on an absolute show with the Junior Olympics last year down in Orlando, Florida, and just had people's jaws dropping as they watched her play, because she can pound the ball. But what impressed me most, besides her enthusiasm for the game, is her quickness. I saw her transition so many times and get off the net so fast. I saw her pursue a ball off the floor that she beat everyone else on her team to the ball at 6 foot 4. So I just think she has a terrific future in the game. And if she comes here with the same passion and desire that I've seen from her the last 2 years, she will help us become a better volleyball program. And she's somebody I just think that will bring that energy. And her dad has been a friend of mine for a long time. He played basketball at Ball State. We were in the same class there at Ball State. He went on to coach at Muncie Central when I was at Muncie Central. So we had a great connection with the Drews family from the very beginning, and it's worked out the way we wanted it to. She's going to be a Boilermaker. The third player in that class is Sam Epinesa, and Sam is from Edwardsville High School in Illinois. Plays for a club called St. Louis High Performance, which is a solid volleyball club. And Sam is not 6'4", she's 6 foot, but she plays like she's 6'4". She's a super leaper. She really is a dynamic player, outside hitter. probably touches about 10 feet, even though she's only 6 foot, but hits the ball as hard as any high school senior that I saw this past year. She can really rip the ball, and she brings personality plus with her. Her dad was a football player at the University of Iowa. She has some of that mentality that I think the dad had. I mean, she's a no-nonsense player and loves to beat you. She's somebody that we think that can be on the floor all 6 rotations. That's kind of what our plan is, to develop her into a great ball control player, a passer, and somebody that can, an Ariel Turner type player, only somebody that maybe even be in the passing pattern more than what Ariel is for us right now. But what I like the most about Sam Epinesa is probably just her personality and who she is. And that has been the big thing to me that's turned our program here from a good program to borderline great, has been not the athleticism of our current players, but the character and the personality and the desire and the enthusiasm to be in the gym and get better. And you'll see the same thing from Sam Epinesa. She has that love for the sport, as do the other kids. But Sam is just somebody that puts the passion on her sleeve and competes like a bulldog. And again, I think she's going to be a fan favorite here at Purdue, just because she plays a little bit like a Carly Kramer, has some of that same type of visual enthusiasm that people are going to be able to really appreciate. So our coaching staff has done a terrific job, and I have to give Kathy Jewell a lot of the credit, because she really goes out and does a lot of the legwork early to find these people, and then she'll turn them over to me to try to close the deal if I can. But we've identified great athletes, great people, good students, and players who are going to fit into what we need, and I think that's important. And then of course we do have 3 defensive specialists as well that will come in at a time that we're going to need them, because we lose a flock of them here in the next couple of years. But we'll be able to talk about them a little bit later on. So I think it's one of the best classes we've had. The greatest thing about it is that they're coming on the heels of a class that I think is proving right now that they're as good as any class we've ever had, and that is Kiki and Kaisley and Val. So to put those back to back, I think will pay off for us down